Hello and welcome to Krannich Solar webinar, this time with Smappee and Maximilian Wiegand. Hi, Maximilian.
Hi, Katharina.
So some informational things before we start. You find today's presentation under the tab Materials. Feel free to download it from there. We're not going to send it to you afterwards. So if you want to save the presentation, please make sure to do so while we are at the webinar. If you have questions throughout the webinar, feel free to state your questions in the questions tab. We're going to do a short Q&A after the webinar. So I think that was it from my side. I'm going to hand over to you, Maximilian, and yeah.
Yeah. Hi, thanks, Katharina. My name is Maximilian Wiegand. I'm business developer for Smappee and the contact person for Krannich. And I'm here and want to thank you and you, especially the team of Krannich, for inviting us to present today. We are excited to show you our short introduction and portfolio and to share the highlights of this year's Power to Drive and Intersolar in Munich with you. Before we get started, I would like to show you a short video that sets the stage for what's to come. Thanks for the video. And here we are. Let's get started. Who we are. We are Smappee, and Smappee was founded in 2012 from Stéphane Grosjean. We are active in over 60 countries worldwide and based in Belgium in Kortrijk, where we develop and produce our products, hardware, software, everything ourselves. With more than 30 years of experience in energy management, we have strong roots in this field. So let's get more into detail. Some numbers from our headquarters, our clean tech hub, we call it Snowball, because what is our clean tech hub? What does it mean? Sustainability is a core principle for us, and not only in what we offer, but also in how we operate. At our headquarters in Belgium, we generate our own electricity with a 180 kilowatt peak PV system and use an ice buffer under the parking lot, which cools our building in the summer and heats it in the winter. It's literally an ice cube that melts in the summer and refreezes in the winter. Here you can see some actual numbers, what we are doing with our car chargers. At the moment, we have more than 50 charging points on this parking lot. We have our grid connection, our PV production, our ice buffer, and yes, we have a battery there. And we can control and automate everything there. As already mentioned, we are represented in over 60 countries over the world. And here you can see where we are actually operating with Smappee. Our expertise or our areas of expertise, we divide our portfolio into 3 key areas. We have one key area, it's the energy management. We have the next one, AC and DC charging solutions, and we have the battery storages, our newest product portfolio addition. Our DNA lies in energy management. We have the experience in doing it for over 30 years, but we realized with EVs becoming a major consumer of electricity, we need intelligent solutions that manage loads dynamically, handle PV surplus, and avoid expensive peak loads. So we developed them. The same counts for battery storages. What to do with PV energy when you cannot use it? Right, store it. Let's begin with the AC and DC charging solutions. We have the typically home charging solutions for the AC. So here you can see our price rewarded EV One and our EV Wall as well. Let's start with the Smappee EV Wall. It's ideal for the single home families when you need a charger for your EV or hybrid car. It's small with 30 to 30 centimeters, and it's from sustainable aluminum produced. It's a modular system, so if something's wrong with the system, you can change spare parts. You do not have to buy a new one. So this is our small participation on sustainability as well. And it's compatible with our Infinity kit. We have the integrated fuses in it. We are, for the German market, paragraph 14a compliant. And for the French markets as well, we have the shutter versions, which is very important to get the system running there. Especially for the German market, and some other markets are interested in it as well, like the Austrian market, and some regions in Switzerland need the Eichrecht compliant versions. The Eichrecht compliant version is available with the EV Wall at this moment. And of course, it's as well like our whole AC portfolio compliant with paragraph 14a, so that you can reduce the power outlet. If a consumer in the household has more than 4.2 kilowatt consumption, you have to reduce it in some countries. So this is possible. The authentication are at our stations always possible via RFID card, via QR code if you want to, or optional with the Pay Station. Then we have our ground-mounted solution with the Smappee EV One. So this is a simple design, minimalistic design with 12 to 12 centimeters. We won a few prizes with it from the IF Design Award, Red Dot Award, and some other smaller awards. It's as well compatible with our Infinity kit, and you see there the same high quality aluminum housing. This is a great solution because you have no impact if you have some weather conditions that are not the best. Yeah. Last but not least, here we have our EV Base, as well a ground-mounted solution with 2 connectors or 2 cables. It depends on the usage and the needing what you have on your parking lot. It's common used in the commercial sector if you have bigger parking lots, or in the business sector. You have, as mentioned, dual wide or dual socket variants, and as well up to 22 kilowatts. But yes, you can do it statically to 11 kilowatts per connector if you want to. And the same counts for the EV Base, Infinity compatible, so you have the energy management connection, and I will tell some more details to this later. A small overview about our solutions again. So we have the Smappee EV Wall here, which is available in an Eichrecht compliant version as well. The Eichrecht compliant version is only available with the socket. If you do not need the Eichrecht compliant version, you can have it with cable or with a socket variant in 2 colors, in white or in anthracite black. The EV One, this is always possible in black, and the EV Base in white and in anthracite black as well. So all these solutions can deliver up to 22 kilowatts, but if you have to, in case of regional regulations to downgrade it to 11 kilowatts, or for the France market, mostly with one phase, you can do this with all our solutions. And all our solutions can provide the features solar charging or dynamic load management. We can provide you with services as well with the billing option. And as mentioned, we are completely compliant to reduce the power if the regulations are, or do they restrict the compensation of this. Our next area, what's the next part after AC? Yeah, it's clear. It's the DC charging. DC charging, if you need a car very fast or on the road, then you need a sustainable and a standalone solution with a granted and guaranteed uptime, with a high uptime. What we can provide at this moment, we can provide EV Ultra standalone versions with up to 240 kilowatt output. All DC products are also available in Eichrecht compliant versions, but of course also without, if that's not required in your region or country, or it's only for the private usage. Let's start with the EV Ultra 240S. We have a single connector, one cable with 240 kilowatt output, and we have one dynamic display where you get some instructions how to use the charger. You can see the pricing. You have all the informations what you need in this display. The next is the 120D. You have 2 times 120 kilowatts. So in total 240 kilowatts available with 2 cables, and then of course with 2 dynamic displays. Then we have our Ultra 80S with 1 cable with 80 kilowatt output, 1 dynamic display. And last but not least, in the standalone versions, we have the Ultra 40D. You have 2 times 40 kilowatt output with 2 cables and 2 dynamic displays. The important thing is, in Europe, you have to provide a payment terminal once you have DC charger with more than 50 kilowatt output. In this case, we have less than 50 kilowatt output. So if you want to place this in public, you do not have to place a payment terminal. It's optional, you can do this, of course, but you do not have to place it. Yeah, we want to talk a little bit about our pre-releases and highlights as well. Small highlight and what is coming soon is now a small special insight for you for the Krannich customer base. We have the satellite solutions in testing, and approximately in the Q4 this year, it's available at Krannich. So what's the special in the satellite solution? We have the inverters in the power units, and one power unit can have up to 480 kilowatt power, and you do not have to place it immediately or directly on the parking lot. You can have it a little bit away from the typically parking lot, so nobody can drive against the units. And then we have the dispensers, the satellites, with 1 or 2 cables. So you have the option to place it wherever you want. And here a small example how it could look like. You can place it up to 50 meters away from the dispensers with the power units. And it's possible to allow 480 kilowatt charging with 1 cable, or up to 1 megawatt as well. So you only need 2 full power units with each 480 kilowatts. And every time we are talking about fast charging, more than 50 kilowatts, especially in the public sector, we need a payment terminal. And this is what we have. We have a payment terminal, what you can place beside of your charging square. And it's a kiosk concept. What does it mean? You do not need for every charger one payment terminal, because a payment terminal, you have to pay monthly fees for it. And The great thing is you can upscale your charging square without the need of another payment solutions because you have one. And it works with the AC chargers and DC chargers as well. And if you just want to integrate your DC chargers, or if you have a big AC charger park, you can place it as well and use it for AC charging. The good thing is you can set up dynamic pricing. If you have, for example, PV system anywhere and you want to sell your electricity cheaper when you have a high production of your PV system. And the next positive thing is that you get the amount directly on your bank account and not through different companies. So you have it directly on your bank account. In the future, there's a possibility that you can notify your customers via app if they are near or next to the charging square and you have low prices at the moment or high PV production. You can inform them via app that you have a low price to fast charge now. Here's a small example of our charging square in Belgium. It's the second biggest charging square in Belgium. It's in Pajot with, at this moment, 18 DC chargers. The next thing is our energy management. This is our art with a real problem with current e-infrastructure in the private and commercial sector. So now I have my dog. I'm very sorry. Can we cut this out? The real problems with current e-infrastructure
No
in the private.
problem. If you need 1 minute, just take 1 minute. It's okay.
Was you very helpful. I'm really sorry for that.
No problem. So since we have a few more people in here that haven't been here from the beginning, I want to give you a quick reminder to download today's presentation. Under the tab Materials, you find today's presentation and also another handout, so feel free to download it so you have it afterwards.
I'm really sorry for
No
interrupting
problem.
this. I appreciate your time. Yeah, the real problem with the current infrastructure is that you cannot use your PV production very well. And we have the problem with the grid connections, especially in some countries. We do not have that much grid connection there, and we cannot get any upgrades there. And we have no transparency of charging processes. What's the result? We need intelligent solutions. How do we provide intelligent solutions? With our heart, our DNA, the Smappee Infinity Energy Management. This is our kit at this moment with the NILN technology. That is the core of the Infinity, and it's a patented technology that's short for non-intrusive load monitoring. Sounds complicated, but here's what it means. You can measure electricity, gas, and even water usage right down to specific devices and consumers without needing to wire everything individually. It's like Shazam for the music. So you gain full transparency and, just as important, full control. Infinity enables as well the dynamic load management for both AC and DC if you want to. So whether you've got 2 wall boxes at home or a fleet of DC chargers in your business, it keeps everything running smoothly without overloading the grid. And it also allows you to PV optimize charging. In other words, when the sun is shining, we make sure your EVs are soaking up the first energy. The next pre-release from the Intersolar or Power to Drive is Genius 2. The Genius 2 is an open home energy management system. What do we mean with the open system? You have the full connectivity, supports modern communication like Matter standard or the IFTTT, and the Modbus for manufacturer-independent networking, control, automation, smart home, energy systems, heat pumps, as well the third-party chargers if you need to. And yeah, the most homes already have the home batteries, so you can use it for the home batteries as well. You can control it. You can tell your system, do you want to charge your battery first or your car first? And this is possible with the Genius 2. It's the pre-release. At this moment, we think that the official release will be in Q4 this year. And you have the intelligent control of third-party consumers like the other chargers. So what I want to say is that we are completely open with this kit. Here's something to visualize a little bit more what is possible with our system. So we have a bigger house here with PV system on the roof. We have some AC chargers and DC chargers. And what is possible, we manage everything with our Infinity kit, completely independent where this is. If they use one grid connection, per example, you can cascade it as well. And if you need for multi-home apartments, a billing or invoice service, of course we can do this. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this as an CPO or just for invoicing or reimbursement for employees, per example. And if you have some dynamic tariffs, because it's more and more common in Germany and in other countries, in Belgium, I think everyone's using dynamic tariffs. So you can combine it and integrate it into the system and can make use of it. How's our ecosystem looking like? This is where everything is coming together in our secure cloud-based ecosystem. And yes, we consciously choose the cloud-first approach, not just because it's modern, but because it offers real benefits. Why? The cloud allows us to connect external data like weather data, weather forecasts, solar forecasts, or real-time electricity prices. This makes our system not just a system, it makes the system predictive. You can view everything in our own Smappee dashboard or integrate it as well into your existing tool via our open API, what you prefer. And if you're already working with a third-party backend for your charging infrastructure, no problem at all. Our chargers are compatible with the most common major platforms. So they're speaking through OCPP. So this is the standard. Whatever you want, you can have just small parts from Smappee, but you can have as well the whole solution and have the benefit of everything. The next point is the battery storage we offer. This is what it should look like. And what do we do with our battery storages? Our battery storages are available at this moment with 1 megawatt hour and 600 kilowatt hours. So the in and output for the 1 megawatt hour is 500 kilowatts. And for the 600 kilowatt hours, it's 300 kilowatt in and output. Why do we need the smart storage or the battery storages? We need it to avoid load peaks, and some companies need it as an UPS because they have some blackouts in the areas, so they need to run the company and the business to go on. They need the UPS. It's optional, so if you need an UPS battery, you have to mention this at Krannich at the sales force, please. And the next thing is that you need to store excess energy and use it when the grid prices are high and you have not enough consumption for your produced electricity. What do we offer with the Smappee Base, the battery energy storage system? We have an algorithm in it, and we can optimize your solar usage, consumption, and production and storage. And we have the kilowatt peak shaving, so you can save a lot of money alone through the option of the kilowatt peak shaving. And we can optimize the charging part if the grid connection is not that much. As I already mentioned, we have a high in and output amount there, and you have AC and DC peak shaving. It's possible as well. Here you can see all our product portfolio solutions combined. Just for an example, it's a small use case how these elements can come together in a real world project. Here you can see the battery storage, the payment terminal as kiosk version, the DC chargers and the AC chargers as well. We have an own backend, our dashboard, to visualize and monitor everything from beginning with the energy management over to the charging infrastructure. This is a personalized dashboard, so you have an easy insight in your consumption, the consumption of the charging park. You have insights to your production of PV system. You have everything in real time, but as well historically. So if you have more locations, you can compare all the locations together. You can make some exports in CSV data or in Excel, PDF, whatever you want. And you have the option for evaluation or can send out bills. You have the option as installer. You can have remote access to the locations where your end users are. If they have any issues or problems or need some more information, they can give you remotely access, and then you have the insights. And this is available through our web application or as well through our iOS or Android app. What can the dashboard do in detail? Yes, we have the live status of all charging stations, AC and DC, of course. So you see what's happening there. Is the charger charging at this moment? Is charging finished? Is it available, or do we have some errors that occurs? That you can see, and you can restart through the backend the charger as well, and this remotely. You do not have to go on site, and you have all historically charging processes. You have archived data of all charging stations, and you have specific timeframes you can choose between 7 days, 1 month, 1 year, the last year, the quarter, whatever you want. And you can configure everything by your own, and this easily and intuitive. As well with the energy management, you can use the excess PV energy, and we have, as already mentioned, the PV forecast. So you have here our effective energy consumption. We see this in the yellow line, and we have a solar forecast. It's the pointed line here, and the effective solar production. So we see the effective solar production. We have some spikes in it. I think because of the clouds or something like that. And we have the possibility to use dynamic tariffs. We can get it visualized as well. We have the connection to the most markets, so it doesn't matter if it's in the Nordics, in Hungary, in Netherlands, wherever you are, we can connect us to the spot market in your region, and the customer can see the prices there and control the consumption of heat pumps, chargers, whatever he wants. We as well offer services because a lot of companies want to reimburse their employees when they have company cars. So this is possible because the most do not know how to handle this. In this case, get in touch with us. The employer has a reimbursement agreement with the employee, And we can do this with official bills. We invoice it and we reimburse the employee so that he gets the money what he's charging or consuming in his private household for the company car. What's next? Small insights into our coming solutions. Happy PowerPoint. This is the EV Wall Dual, and this is a pre-release. We will release it approximately in the second week of September this year. So this is an ideal solution for underground parking. We have 2 dynamic displays, an easy installation with flatband cable, and a daisy chaining of the Ethernet cable or LAN cable. So this is very cost effective and fast mounted, to be honest. And like all our products is from aluminium, so it's recyclable, very easy without using a lot of energy, and the same with modular spare parts, so you can change parts if needed after a few years or if something's damaged. The next pre-release we will have end of this year, but in some cases, if you need it really urgent, get in touch with the Krannich sales force. We find a solution for that. Is our power dock and fast dock. The power dock is for our power units for the satellite solutions. So it's great if you want to develop new locations for charging squares, or you have not the opportunity to do groundworks because of trees or something like that. So you have a quick and uncomplicated installation and maximum flexibility. So if the charging square or the location is not working, you can put it on a truck and bring it wherever you want to the next location to test it, to establish it, to develop it. So you have the maximum flexibility. The cables can be overground. You only need a cable truss for if you want to have cars driving over there. Here's a small insight in our partnership. We have a partnership with Windrose. It's one of the innovative EV truck manufacturer at this moment, in my opinion. They have a real option to get about 900 kilometers with one charging, with one battery charged. And in this case, we tested with 2 connectors because Windrose trucks can charge with 2 connectors, CCS, with 2 times 480 kilowatts. And we tested it already with the power units and the satellites, and everything's working quite smoothly. So the truck is working and our satellite solution as well. But it needs a little bit more time to release it officially. How can we support you in the sales process? Of course, sometimes it's hard on the field, on site with the end customer to sell something. If you need technical advice from us, come to us, contact us. We can provide you with some more information, more insights. If you need help for project management, get in touch with us. Krannich will connect you with us. So no worries, we will support you all the time. We can offer you internal product training videos via our Smappee Academy. So you can register there free of charge, and you're completely flexible. Whenever you want to do the trainings, you can do it all the time in different languages. We offer the videos. Welcome to the Smappee Academy. And as well, we have the lead management. It depends in which country you live. We have lead management. If we generate leads, we will forward them to Krannich so that we can forward them to you, and you can buy the products at Krannich then and place your quote at the end customer and have a new additional installation there. As well, we have a transparent after sales and service process. So if you have any questions, we are really happy to support you. And as well for the DC chargers, we will support you every time on site with our commissioning service, so that after the installation, we will commission this with our technical sales engineer team, and everything will run then very smoothly, and the customer will be very, very satisfied, and we can guarantee that everything's running smoothly then. How it looks with our service or support process. So if the end customer where you have installed or sold something has a problem, he will get in touch with you at first. And if you can solve this problem, it's the best case. If you need support, there are two options. You can open a ticket at support@smappee.com, or you can call us with our Smappee hotline within the business hours. And as mentioned, we have the Smappee Academy. There's the option to solve a quiz afterwards. And if you are certified then, and you solve the quiz, you're a certified installer, then you get direct level 2 support from our engineers. Otherwise, it will go through the level 1 support, and then the level 1 support in the most cases can help and solve the problem. If not, we will get it over and bring it over to level 2 support, and they will get in touch with you. And if you say, no, I'm just an installer, I don't want to have to do with servicing or anything else, get in touch with us. We can offer a service level agreement with the partner as well. Why Smappee? We are coming to an end slowly. Yeah, why Smappee? We are a 360-degree provider. We offer energy management system. We offer chargers, AC and DC. We offer battery storages, dashboard. We have an open, compatible system with third parties, and you can use what you need. No lock-in. It's ideal for both simple and complex use cases. So, as well, if you need everything from one hand and don't want to have a lot of companies involved, we can offer some services like CPO services, EMSP services, but not for every country. And yeah, of course, we have the payment terminal. So everything you need for energy consumption, home automation, for charging squares, visualization, payment terminals, we can offer you the whole solutions if you need and want. That's it from my side. Thanks for the time. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And as Katharina already mentioned, you can download the presentation here and a small handout with the most important informations. Yeah, if anything is missing or any questions are there, get in touch with me.
So thank you very much, Maximilian, for the presentation and for your time. And thank you to all the attendees. Are there any questions? Now we have time to answer your questions. Looks like you've explained everything in detail. So if you happen to have any questions in the future, don't hesitate. Reach out to Krannich, reach out to Maximilian. All the information is inside the presentation. So if you downloaded it, you have it. And I think that's it. Do you have anything else to add? Or?
Thank you, Katharina.
All right, then I'm wishing us all.
No. We are good in the time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. So I'm wishing us all a good day, and I hope to see you in the next webinar. Goodbye.
Thanks. Take care. Bye.